say that television eats the brain, the way the worm eats the apple. Such is the case with my friend Gink here. These tapes, these rare gems of cinematic triumph, will beat back the black tide of mediocrity that has ravaged the planet. I, Lundo, will cure him. Television is my gun, and high art are my bullets.
And now part 2 of Hercules. When last we left him, he was trying to rescue this little kitty cat.
Oh, certainly is high up this tree. Too high for me. I've got a nasty spot of vertigo.
Monsieur, he is climbing back down.
Oh, the English never finish what they start. Disappointment.
No, it's too high and I think I've pulled a muscle.
Would you like to see a menu?
Oh, some sourdough bread. That should do the trick.
He took our biggest loaf, Sherry.
Oh, quick, Fifi, get him some butter and cheese to go with it.
Let's see the rabbit goes through the hole.
But your pussy does not like bread.
Oh, Fifi, you think you know everything about me.
All right, pussy. Nothing personal, but you're coming down.
Fluffy duck!
I say. Well, at least I found Fluffy's head.
Hello, hello. Bonjour. Francois is here to give you a massage. That's right, it's the masseuse. Please to be excusing my eczema, but the doctor says I'm going to get come on to the ointment. It's going to be all better. Huh? Beautiful day for a massage. It's beautiful out. The birds are singing. Hello, hello. Would you like a massage? Oui, oui, oui. No, no, no. Oui, 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 oui. No, no. Hello, hello. Francois is here. Massage time. Hello, hello. Please to be responding. Hello. There you are. Time for a massage. I can give you 3 kinds. Feldenkrais, the Swedish massage, and also on a special shiatsu.
Shiatsu, you must be a filthy Jap spy. Take that.
Please, sir, your
And that.
Your sword cannot penetrate my thick, crusty skin. Oh, my apologies for breaking your sword. But now it's time for massage. Back on the bed.
So, I suppose you have a girl back home. I imagine she's very, very beautiful. Not scarred and hideously deformed like me. Oh, Monsieur Reggie, may I now take this time to present to you the bill for £700. I hope you do not find it out of line.
£700? Are you out of your mind, woman? I can get a room in Skegness for half that, at the height of the season.
Oh, but you do not understand, Fifi and I. We have expenses. £20 for butter, £40 for bacon. Do you know how difficult it is to get French toast during a war? Imported cheeses, tea, coffee, salad dressing, oranges, poppy seed muffins, mints for your pillows, truffles, rubber cat toys, talcum powder, Francois prescriptions. It all adds up.
All right, monsieur. I think you will find that a little spinal manipulation will do wonders for the tightness you are feeling in your lower back muscles. Trust me, monsieur, I studied at the fingertips of the great French masseuse Ladrec. On y va!
Oh, I say, that's wonderful. What exquisite pain. Oh, delightful. Don't stop.
do me. Do me, please. I'm all clenched up.
For you, mon ami, I will give you a deep lotion rub. I think you will find it refreshing.
Oh, hello, Reggie. Francois was just giving me a lovely shiatsu massage.
Shiatsu? You must be a filthy gyp.
No, Reggie, please. He's doing wonders for my sacroiliac.
Back to Tokyo with you, you eczema-riddled butcher. Ah!
Reggie, someone's going to have to pay for that wall.
It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye to Piccadilly.
Ow! Me wisdom teeth are impacted. I got pus. I got bleeding. I'm all swollen. Oh, please help me. Is one of you fellas a dentist by any chance?
Simon, it's a stinking Jerry trap.
Oh, please help me. My health insurance has run out. Me husband's left with the children. I ain't got money to pay me rent.
I've got to help.
Simon, no!
Ow! Me hemorrhoids are burning.
Good God, Simon, I'm absolutely stumped. What have we come up against now?
I do declare, Reggie. Once I had Winston Churchill in the chair, and this ghastly place looks like the inside of his mouth.
Remember, Simon, from even the most ghastly of places can ring nationalist rhetoric.
Now, let me try this. I say, it's a vast lake of hot Szechuan sauce. Could it be that Churchill was a sushi-sucking yellow belly?
Keep that treasonous talk to yourself. And then, of course, after we'd had G&Ts on the terrace of the Continental, then we went into the jungle and set fire to their huts. Good God, Simon, I'm absolutely stumped. What have we come up against now?
I do declare, Reggie. Once I had Winston Churchill in the chair, and this ghastly place looks like the inside of his mouth.
Remember, Simon, from even the most ghastly of places can ring nationalist rhetoric.
Yeah, let me try this. I say, it's a vast lake of hot Szechuan sauce. Could it be that Churchill was a sushi-sucking yellow belly?
Keep that treasonous talk to yourself. I'm feeling the oddest sense of deja vu. Simon, give me your sword.
Yes, here. What for?
I'm thinking that if we are in the very jaws of hell, then perhaps this over here is spinach caught in the very teeth of hell. Just as I thought, it bleeds when you touch it.
That's what hell is, Reggie. Bleeding spinach in your teeth. God, I hate this war.
All right, Simon, I've managed to weave the spinach from the teeth of hell into a sort of fibrous strand. Perhaps we can use this to get across the lake of boiling Szechuan spicy sauce.
Oh, yes, lovely. Okay.
Help me with this caraway seed.
I
of
shall.
Hell.
Okay.
Through the hole, Simon. The rabbit goes through the hole.
Yes, right.
Stand back.
Oh, I say, sail away, sail away.
A good shot. It seems to have been made tight on the other side.
Lovely.
No, Simon, the rabbit goes through the hole. Through the hole, Simon.
Yes, of course.
All right. It's made tight. Now I shall try it myself. All right, Simon, I'm off. Wish me luck, man.
Ta-ta, then.
Here I go.
Hold the rope for you. How's it going out there, old man?
It's good. It's working. It's holding fine. It's good British spinach raised by good British farmers, Simon. Now it's your turn. You try it, man.
Right then. Here I come.
Good luck, Simon.
Thank you, thank you.
Think of the Queen.
I shall. I always do. Well, I say, if we weren't swinging above a boiling lake of Szechuan sauce, our very lives dependent upon a woven strand of good British spinach, one could almost think one was back on the cricket fields of Kent County by the pond beside the lake near the tree across the cottage up my bum in the final wicket of the English National, or not?
Or one could almost imagine one was simply out on a Sunday afternoon's punt down the Thames, without an oar, dressed in a suit of armor, with a howler monkey on one's shoulder.
Oh, you had me there up until the howler monkey.
Well, it's just a little bit of an off-the-cuff analogy, Simon. Oh no, Simon, our sporting fervor has caused us to make the spinach strand sway.
I say, Reggie, I believe that between the smell of this awful Jap sauce and that dodgy massage I had this morning, I appear to be losing my grip.
Hold on to the final innings, Simon. Hold on, man. Can you make it?
Yes, well, of course, I'm trying to hold on. What,
Simon, don't stop. Keep moving.
Well, I'm trying. What? Hey, what? I mean, who wants to die? What? Hey, what? Hey, what? I'm in a little spot of trouble, Reg. Help me. Oh, help me, please.
Simon, man, keep a stiff upper lip. I'll come and help you. Good God, man. Think of a song. Did they teach you any songs in dental school?
Yes, I do know one. It's a long way to dental hygiene.
Yes, good, I'll join you.
It's a long way to go. It's a long way to dental hygiene, to the sweetest smile I know. Goodbye to oral rinsing. Hello, fluoride gel. It's a long, long way to dental hygiene in the very jaws of
Simon, no! Oh, dash it all, man.
Reggie, cancel my 11 o'clock, will you? There's a good man.
Oh,
Ta-ta.
Simon. Oh, how awful. Oh, Simon. Goodbye, fair prince. The teeth of England shall not forget you. He was a good man, the finest oral reconstructive surgeon in all the British Empire. Yes, Dr. What was his name now? St. John, that was it. No, not St. John. St. John was a man I met on the circuit tour of Bristol back in 28. It's a funny man he was. He could do the most amazing act with a unicycle and nothing but a bit of thread. No, I must get back. What was his name again? It was Dr. Sleeman. Sleeman, that was it. Dr. Sleeman's the finest oral reconstructive... Well, whatever your name is, we shan't soon forget you. Goodbye. Well, whatever your name is, we shan't soon forget you. Goodbye. What's this spinach on my hands? But the codes, they're within my grasp. The blasted codes. I must have the codes. Sod it. Once again, the codes are safely in British hands. But at what a price? Men, mangled machinery. Sid, what are you doing here?
I took a Trident cab. Quite a bargain. Fast and clean. Oh, you got the codes, I see. Guess we'll really nail those crowds now.
Yes, but it's been at quite a cost. Dr. Sleeman's is dead. Fell into the pit. I dove in to save him, but...
Reggie, it was the damnedest thing. The lake was only about a foot deep, and the whole thing was sitting on a bed of rice. I just ate my way out.
Oh, Doctor, good to see you. Yes, I was just explaining to Sid how you... Miraculous escape. Well, on to Whitehall, men.
Join us next time for the exciting finale of Hercules in the Haunted World. And now I am proud to present a festival of my shorts. Spies can be anywhere, even in your mouth. Rotten teeth and diseased gums are a favorite target for our enemies, and so the United States Navy takes every precaution to ensure that our military secrets remain secure. Every man and woman in the service is checked regularly for signs of dental decay and fellow traveling. America can sleep safely, knowing our top dentists are hard at work, rooting out festering canals of treason.
They look real good now, Doctor. They'll pass inspection. And they'll stay good if you take care of them the way we've been telling you.
Yes, sir. When will I see you again?
In a few months. Smith's making an appointment for you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Right. Bye.
Goodbye, sir.
Look at that! American Sarah. I hate them. I hate them with all my ass. They have lousy teeth from eating too much sugar and pork. But that what make them perfect for my brand. I get them into the dentist chair and put secret code in teeth, which they transport to the Axis power and don't even know it. They dupe in our plan to take over whole world. They so stupid, we so smart. That's why we crush them like punk. Rook, Bratman, I want him in chair. He conk out on laughing gas. He don't know, but now I put the secret code in his teeth. You silly Bratman, you are only pawn in my chessboard of world domination. Hey, Rady, you two gon' carry the code for me. You ugly American slut. That right. I get you in my chair. I skip your gum. And I put the coat in your teeth. Right that. And right that. Hey, Corporal. You next. Yankee bum. You think you so smart. You not. 'Cause now I got you here. And I put the secret code in your teeth. And you carry them to the Axis power!
Brush. Floss. Don't let the Japs put codes in your teeth. Stay alert. Stay alive.
So really, I think Marsh McLuhan's totally out to lunch. I mean, the media is the message. I mean, what is the media? What is the message? I mean, come on, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Live from beautiful downtown Burbank, it's time to play the fastest half hour on television. It's Stump the Stars with your host, Biff Banshee!
Thank you, and welcome everybody. Now, as you all know, we throw out a phrase, and one of our special guest stars acts out that phrase in the hopes that his teammates will be able to get it. Our first player tonight, just back from a USO tour, is Lance Lipschitz, star of Smashing the Crime Syndicate with Cupid Zero. Tell me, Lance, what was it like working with a renowned actor, Tate?
Tate! Great guy, great drunk, drinking and acting. One time we shot this scene where we saved the world from some blood monsters, and he started pounding back bourbon like it was gin. That guy could drink, baby.
All right, shut up, Lance. Now, just to remind our audience that the phrase you see is written in code to keep it out of the hands of the marauding Hun.
The oral reconstructive surgeon used unsuspecting sailors to carry secret codes to the Axis powers.
Anschluss. No, first, second, world.
The head of Alfredo Garcia.
World El Mundo. The anal reproductor. Sturgeon.
Oral reconstructive surgeon.
Eczema-riddled butcher.
Shiatsu. No.
Sturgeon.
Bulge,
Pigeon.
needle.
Unsuspecting.
Little fat policeman.
Burgess.
Sailors.
Burgess Meredith.
Blood monsters.
Sailors.
Blood monsters.
Bloody.
Carry.
Lapdog.
Secret code.
The bloody yang yang of war.
Secret codes to the Axis powers.
Imperialist
Axis?
lapdogs
Axis.
of
Axis. Axis powers.
It smells like
Axis
there's something
powers.
on your finger.
The oral reconstructive surgeon used unsuspecting sailors to carry secret codes to the Axis powers.
Up! Well done, Lance. You got it in 49 seconds. The clue was the oral reconstructive surgeon used unsuspecting sailors to carry secret codes to the Axis powers. You know, there's only two worlds. There's our world, which is the good world, and then there's the bad world, which is the evil world of the Axis powers. So remember, loose lips sink ships. And that especially applies to you over there, Jane.
Good now, Doctor.
You know, I mean, Understanding Media was one of those seminal kinds of works which not only infused a generation, but, you know, there was a lot of world changes going on at the same time.
Well,
so
exactly,
I think that he spoke to a whole generation of communication students and people like
he thought
that.
he was addressing, but really he
You know,
was...
global village, and now we're kind of here, but he didn't live to see it.
Look at that stinky Yankee Sarah! He going to transport the go for me!
I hate him so bad.
Well, there's a whole lot the DEA didn't tell you about Waco. Janet Reno don't want you to know the truth about the government conspiracy. I read all about it in these pamphlets I got from the Michigan militia. You want to borrow them?
What's your name, son?
Timothy McVeigh. You ever read Turner Diaries?
All right, your style, kid!
They say that television eats the brain the way the worm eats the apple. Such is the case with my friend Gink here. These tapes, these rare gems of cinematic triumph, will beat back the black tide of mediocrity that has ravaged the planet. I, Lundo, will cure him. Television is my gun, and high art are my bullets. Hang on to your seatbelt, Gink. You are gonna go nuts, man, when you watch the exciting conclusion of Hercules in the haunted world.
Oh, hello, Reggie. Oh, Reggie, you're back. Why didn't you write? I baked a cake, Reggie, and nobody came. The toads, the toads. Oh, thank God for Sandy. She kept me sane.
Everyone knows you're as mad as a hatter, dear, but I still love you.
Well, she had pajama parties for me, and we made s'mores and talked about boys. The s'mores were delicious, Reggie.
S'mores, darling. A moment on the lips, forever on the hips. You're not getting any younger.
Oh, Sandy, the toads, the toads.
Really, Vivian, I am at the end of my rope with you. How many times do I have to tell you about having guys over here? I'm trying to study for my final exams, you know, okay?
Pish posh piddle, Reggie. If it wasn't for me looking in from time to time, your beloved Vivian would have melted in a sea of antidepressants quite some time ago. You see, Reggie, while you were off ferreting out the Axis codes from the Germans, I was here taking care of your lady love. Speaking of which, did you retrieve the, codes?
I'm sorry, Basil. I couldn't find the codes.
I see. That's disappointing, Reggie. I hope you haven't let the home team down. Hey, what?
Not at all. Basil, I'll try harder.
Do that, will you? Come on, Sandy, I've got a bratwurst, a banger to show you.
I don't trust him, Vivian.
Oh, Reggie, but I was so lonesome, and Basil checked in every day. He made occasional trips to the chemist, he helped with the vacuuming. Have you tried his tuna surprise? It's delectable.
Listen to me, Vivian. There's something odd about Basil. He's not a graduate of RADA. He wears a toupee, and I believe he's a double agent.
Oh, I can't believe it. His hair looks so natural.
You're such a bubblehead, Vivian. I'd love to do more of this kissing with you, darling, but I must away to the front. My country needs me.
Oh, Reggie, I need you home. It's always work, work, work. We have people coming over. I need a commitment from you.
You should be committed, my darling. How about one more for the road? Yeah, I wonder if there's a shower around. Oh, hello, boys.
Reggie, we're throwing a bit of a bash, old boy. But someone needs to get ice and daiquiri mix. Can you think of a volunteer?
I live to volunteer, Basil. A loaf of bread, daiquiri mix, and a stick of butter.
Oh, Sandy, my head. I need one of my little candies. Everything's screaming, Sandy. The toads are so loud.
Look, Vivian, as a roommate, you really suck. The drugs, the late night parties, the guys from that Kiss cover band, it's too much. Oh, there's the Chinese food. I'll go get it.
Did you get egg rolls?
Yes, I got the egg rolls.
Plum sauce?
Yes, I got the plum sauce. And look, Missy, you're paying half this time or you're not eating any, okay? I'll go get the food. Vivian, if things don't change around here soon, I'm moving back in with my parents. I swear, okay? Chinese food man. Hello?
Here, my little Liebchen. Sorry I'm late, but I had to go through Poland.
Yeah, well, it's 30 minutes or it's free, right?
I have beef Kama Sutra and Hühnchen mit Hoisensaus, Noodles über alles mit Shrimp und Albert Asparagus Spears.
Oh. Ah, yucky! Sandy? Sandy, was that the Chinese food order? Now, Sandy, I don't have any money on me right now, dear, but I promise I'll pay you. Now, did he remember to bring the egg rolls and the plum sauce and... Sandy? Oh, Sandy, my dear, what's happened? Oh, soya sauce. Sauerkraut? Bratwurst? Apple strudel? What is it?
Something wrong with the food order, my dear?
Basil! What have you done to Sandy? Oh, should I call you Fritz?
You can call me Fritz. You can call me Werner. You can call me Dieter.
No! No! You will always be Basil to me!
You can call me Hans. You can call me Wolfgang.
No! Oh, this is some trip. Stop the world. I want to get off.
You can call me Franz. You can call me Tito. You can call me Zippy. You can call me Engelbert Humpelstunk. You can call me bro. You can call me blood. You can call me hunky mofo sared, baby. How y'all doing?
Basil, how did you get in here? Basil, don't. Basil! Oh, Reggie was right. You are a traitor. Here.
What?
Take that, Mr. Nasty Pants.
Oh no! It's the light of the free world! I swallowed some grass.
Basil! I've got the daiquiri mix for the party, but I hear that Vivian's wandered off. Basil!
Damned British Tommy. I'll make him pay. I'll fix it so he never sees his drug-addled girlfriend again!
Basil! Someone has parked a stupid dive bomber outside. Could it be one of the party guests? Basil? What's this? It's Vivian's skin. She must be molting again. But what's she doing down here? Hello? Some sort of beekeeping apparatus, no doubt. Oh, that Basil, always up to some mischief. Good Lord! What a foul stench! It smells like the great unwashed.
Is this 22 King's Road?
Anyone home then? Is there anyone around?
Anybody here? Hello?
What is this?
My rice for a nice piece of cheese.
Oh,
Beautiful cake.
God! Oh, I've got to take this squad.
Look at the lattice work.
Oh, sticky hands. Get away.
Really upper class, it's really
Is
bad.
that God?
Good Lord, it's the attack of the lower classes.
Here's Lowell's guest at the sun.
Hello, Reggie. Give us
Get away, I'm trying to save the free world.
I swallowed my tongue.
Stay away, you people. You smell like sardines.
Somebody that's my foil.
Oh, come on, Reggie,
Achtung! This is the Dachshund, broadcasting to the fatherland from my secret hideout in Limeyland. I have succeeded in stealing back the access codes from under the turned-up noses of the British. Send a Zeppelin over from Berlin to pick me up. I think that my cover will soon be blown. Can you hear me?
Oh, Reggie.
Get away from me. Get away. There's too many of you. Too many of you. Get away. I'm trying to save the free world. Stand back.
Okay, anytime now. Send the Zeppelin. Hello.
So, Basil, or should I say Fritz, just as I suspected.
So, Reggie, what gave me away?
Oh, I don't know, Basil. Just little things, I suppose, like tattooing all your friends for identification, or the gangs of youths you would organize to smash shopkeepers' windows at night.
But that is a normal thing for the British youth to do.
With a division of armored panzer tanks? Yes, Basil, I'm afraid the war is over for you. I'll take those secret access codes back, and you'll be spending the rest of the war on British soil.
No, no, Reggie, I hate you, I hate you. You'll never defeat the Axis, Reggie.
Oh, I will, Basil. I will. And not by myself either. The free world has seen to it that I have at my disposal large slabs of donair meat.
Donair meat? No! Oh,
Oh, Vivian.
Oh, Reg, we're getting bloody hungry here. I thought we'll need the German staff people.
Yeah, I could eat a horse's head right now. I wasn't all.
I could eat him after eating a horse's head and still have room for a nice tart.
They're getting surly. I must feed them. You know, this stuff smells pretty good. Spicy, peppery, easy to chew, and jolly good for you. I do, I'll bet. There you go, everyone.
Thank you, Reggie.
You know, a fellow could really make a fortune off this stuff. Cook it on a spit with a pan to catch the drippings, slice them off, and layer it onto a pita with some tomato, onion, and special sauce. My God, you've got a taste sensation.
Good enough to eat, Reggie.
Make sure the meat is visible through the shop window. Yes, and for variety, one could add a slice of cheese and call the whole thing a super donair. That's it. Extra meat for £1, even more cheese for 50 pence. I could wear a paper hat and never change my shirt.
We love you, Reggie.
Oh, good timing. Now the Zeppelin shows up. Drop some incendiary bombs. Not on me, you stupid sausage eaters. Ah! Deutschland,
Now listen to me, you balloon jockeys. There will always be an English empire, from Hong Kong to Rhodesia.
Sorry we're late. The cab broke down, but Mrs. Johnson, the 11 o'clock is here.
Well, there might be a war on, but that's no excuse for being off schedule. Hey, what, hey? You should have rung up the surgery. Sid, you should have known better. Let me help you down, Mrs. Johnson.
What?
Now, how's that overbite? We'll do some tightening and take a few x-rays. Hey, what? What?
Well, he should know about
What?
schedules. Does he have any idea how hard my job is? I've been trying to run the office while we were both on the road, rescheduling appointments, dealing with cranky, swollen patients, and does he even once say thank you? No. Don't ask for much. I clean the office with my tongue. I'm in early, I leave late, I buy his wife's birthday presents. Does he ever give me flowers on Secretary's Day? No. And now I've got sand in my shorts and a terribly irritating case of jock itch. Oh well, back to Blighty. A little channel swim will do me good. Bye-bye, Reggie!
The secret access codes are back in the hands of England, and the double agent has been incinerated. Happy days.
Except one thing, Reggie. I'm not really 21. I'm only 13.
God, I hate this war.
Now we seg you into my festival of shorts.
And now, live from Hollywood, it's the zaniest half hour on television today, Stump the Stars. And now here's your host, Biff Benchy.
Just one moment, folks. We'll get moving shortly. Who the hell are you, pal?
Fuck off, fucking wanker.
How dare you, punk? How did you get on this stage?
Up your ass, dick.
Dick? Did you call me Dick?
Yeah.
I'll have you killed.
I fought a war for you, a fucking war.
A dead guy. He's a dead guy. All right, here we go. A charade in code with Jojo Shkalin. How are you, Jojo?
Hi.
You're a has-been. Now, some would
What?
say you're a never-was.
A never
You've got no
was.
discernible talent. How do you live with that? How do you sleep?
Well, look, never mind that. That bitch Jane Mansfield stole my wallet. It was in my coat and she took it. She just outright took it. If I get my hands on her.
You're whining again. That's why you failed.
She took my goddamn wallet.
Shut up.
She's gonna die soon.
Okay, here's your piece. It's written in code to keep it from the voracious, filthy Axis powers. Good luck.
In extreme cases, the enemy can be disposed of with large slabs of donair meat.
Sounds
Okay.
like...
Me, I,
Fraud.
the woman. Oh,
Fraud.
so
Fraud.
it's a mother. She's got
hat
breasts.
and a fraud. Disgrace. Disgrace.
Okay,
Total
Jane's
disgrace
Jane's
to the
sleeping,
profession.
on top of something,
having
and then she gets into
no
bed,
talent. One
and,
of the
and
worst
she's rolling.
actors in
Cases.
this or
Okay,
any
she's in
other
sleep. She's camping.
century.
Cases. All right.
Total. A fuck.
Extreme
stick.
cases.
Okay. Oh, something small, like a wallet. Okay. Great.
A talent. Without talent,
large.
a no, a stick,
Large.
a no
Down, something
talent.
you're milking. Something you're
stick.
milking. That would be a moose.
The no talent.
Hair.
The no talent fuck stick went to the
Like a something small. Okay. Smaller.
useless.
In extreme
completely
cases, the
useless
enemy can be
human
disposed of with
being.
large slabs of donair meat.
Jane, you thieving cow! Give me back my wallet!
Jojo, you fool! The answer was, in extreme cases, the enemy can be disposed of with large slabs of donair meat. Well, by cheating, Jojo has allowed our nation's most vital secrets to fall into Hitler's hands.
The Army, in an effort to gain solutions to the problems which civil disorders have identified, must do so within the constitutional, statutory, and historical framework of federal and state responsibilities for preserving law and order. Involvement of military forces will be as a last resort, and when civil authorities are no longer capable of controlling the disorder. Our Bill of Rights guarantees to individuals and groups many freedoms. However, when any expression of freedom violates the rights of others, it becomes lawlessness and cannot be tolerated. In order to better understand the principles of control of civil disturbances, let's now find out the different types of civil disturbances and what kind of people take part in them.
Disgruntled students, naughty stewardesses, mutant dwarves, and David Letterman.
In order to better understand the principles of control of civil disturbances, let's now find out the different types of civil disturbances and what kind of people take part in them.
Yes, sir, I can tell you about a civil disturbance. One time we was called to 1533 Maple Street, where the Wallace family was having dinner. They were being civil, all right. They were so genteel they had thank yous coming out of their ass. Still, didn't do much until the grandpappy hauls out the red wine and they was having fish. Well, I gave the signal to my boys and we swooped down on them like a great big chicken hawk to a bunch of chicks. Start beating the ever-loving daylights out of the whole family. Just before I haul out the tear gas, I tell them, red wine for steak, white wine for fish.
Well, our hometown was having a problem with religious cults. These Christians, as they like to call themselves, have as a ringleader some long-haired freak called Jesus Christ, who is sort of like a human popsicle on a stick. He hangs around 12 guys called the Disciples, which we have every reason to believe is some kind of homoerotic gang thing. Anywho, we just beat the ever-loving bejesus out of any Christian we see, as well as another cult called the Buddhists. We crack them over the head and say, meditate this.
Yeah, we have many methods to break up civil disturbances. For bake sales, we put X-Lax in the brownies. For poetry readings, we spread rumors that Bob Dylan's playing in another part of town. Things like that. The only people we don't bother are those nice people who live up the hill. They wear white sheets with hoods and burn crosses and beat up on anyone whose name isn't Bubba Joe. In fact, they are totally uncivilized. That's why we don't bother them. Our department is civil disturbances, after all. Our motto is, you have to act like a human before we beat you like an animal.
Yeah, it says here in the paper that a bunch of bed and breakfast joints have been knocked off. You boys wouldn't know anything about that.
No, sir.
Dippy's got a doll in his pants.
Oh, which one of you boys is next?
I am. Ooh. Sure you got enough cash there, Rusty?
I've got plenty of money.
Don't worry, boys. It's 2 for 1 day.
We interrupt this program to bring you a news flash from the War Department, Washington, D.C. Pearl Harbor, Hawaii has been bombed by Japanese planes. No further news is available at this time, but there's no doubt that Japan has started actual warfare. For further details, keep tuned to this station.
I guess I'll have to postpone screwing your daughter till after the war.
That goes for me, too.
Yippee the Tommy and me'll check out them Tokyo bordellos.
And just don't bring back any STDs. I got a whorehouse to run here.
Disregard previous announcement. No bombing of Pearl Harbor. It's all a big joke. Plenty funny. Everything
We
okay
better
in
hurry.
Pearl Harbor.
We don't want to be late for church.
Japanese people are wonderful.
Thank you, but this really should have gone to Al Waxman. They say that television eats the brain, the way the worm eats the apple. Such is the case with my friend Gink here. These tapes, these rare gems of cinematic triumph, will beat back the black tide of mediocrity that has ravaged the planet. I, Lundo, will cure him. Television is my gun, and high art are my bullets.
Ladies and gentlemen, assembled dignitaries, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you one and all to the inaugural Valley High Athletic Bonanza, where beauty meets brawn, brawn meets skill. Skill meets dedication, women meet husbands. Husbands meet lawn bowling partners, Kim meets Ted. Ted meets Bob, luncheon meets sandwiches, and Sally sells seashells by the seashore. I now declare these games open. Ladies, board your boat.
We now join the ceremonial passing of the torch, which has been canoed across many miles of raging Pacific Ocean. I don't think there's a dry eye in the house.
Right you are, Jane. As you know, the ceremonial passing of the torch is steeped in tradition. The young tribal representative must gain admittance to the games by the successful execution of a difficult knock-knock joke to the athletic committee. Let's listen in.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Papaya.
Papaya who?
Papaya bed. I'm staying the night.
Papaya bed, very good. The torch is accepted.
Well, it's a beautiful day in Valley High, and the people have come out in droves. We now go straight to our first event, which is already in progress. We join Tim, our in-the-field reporter. Tim, what's going on down there?
Well, the event is over, but the score was 3-2, and naturally the result is under appeal.
Thanks, Tim. Hopefully next time you'll have a little more information for us.
Well, you didn't really give me much time to prepare for that piece.
Tim, just remember, like the athletes, we're all working as a team here.
We take our cameras now to the Ferdinand Marcos Arena, where the Indonesian's women team are gathering for a practice. Preparation is a major part of the competition here at the Valley High Athletic Bonanza, and these athletes take it seriously. Our camera crews have been given unlimited access to virtually everything that goes on here. Let's listen in.
If we don't win our competition, your families will be placed under house arrest and deprived of their human rights. What is our strategy?
If we fall behind, Marta will complain that she was kicked by the other team. They will be forced to forfeit the game, and we will seek political asylum.
This is very good. You have learned the first rule of athletic competition. Always look out for yourself. Your families are on their own.
Always look out for ourselves. Our families are on their own.
As a special treat, the Indonesian women have agreed to play an exhibition match of the team swimsuit competition, an event in which they've always been considered the forerunners.
That's right, Dick. And speaking of treats, you still owe me $14.50 for drinks in the media lounge last night. I'm not made of money, you know.
That's where you're wrong, Jane. I think that a certain seven-figure-a-year Missy Sportscast would have plenty of extra shekels to throw around on her co-workers. But then again, I didn't go from weather girl to where I am today by opening my mouth every time a ridge of high pressure entered the room.
That's big words coming from a weak disturbance, Dick. Well, Dick, it didn't take long for the green monster to rear its ugly head, did it? Why don't you tell our viewers what you were doing outside the women's dormitory last night? Were those a pair of binoculars in your hand?
Yes, well, maybe we should get back to the action in the arena. Christy Stoker is a two-time winner of the Iron Woman swimsuit event, and she's in the Ferdinand Marcos Arena with a live remote. Christy, first of all, when I think swimsuits, I imagine high heels and martinis. Is that pretty much the case here?
No, Dawn. The Indonesian women have elevated the competition to an art form. Under the coaching of singer Bono Almond, these girls have really blossomed.
So what's the objective of the event? How does the team score points?
Well, the teams start off with a match on 10 points. They are judged on 3 criteria: poise, elegance, and flexibility. The judges may award points at their discretion, but they can also deduct points for such penalties as losing your swimsuit or having too many women on the field. It's really quite a beautiful event to watch.
Boy, if I was a judge, I'd be shoveling points in these gals' direction. They get a gold medal in sassiness.
Shut up, Dick, and drink your Tom Collins.
Okay, what we're looking at here are really the roots of the swimsuit competition. It evolved from the peasant burials of the Far East, where the women of the villages would gather at a ceremonial spot near the river to dry their hair. The men of these cultures believed that wet hair was a taboo and punishable by ritual stoning or takiyaki. This gathering of women became known as a klabandi and attracted the attentions of American servicemen well on R&R. Soon these women would perform their sacred rituals for penny-pinching tourists on cruise ships. So as you can see, the swimsuit competition had a spiritual beginning.
Thanks for this report, Christy. And I hope to meet the Indonesian women later at the hospitality suite.
Well, Dick, put your pants back on and clean up your mess. We'll return to our coverage of the Valley High Athletic Bonanza after these messages.
All right, we're back at Valley High Athletic Bonanza. We now join Donna and Wanda for synchronized swimming. Donna?
Thanks, Dick. Well, there's the coach, and as you can see, the girls from Ipanema are already in the water. Wanda?
That's right, Donna. Now entering the pool is the Ipanema team's star swimmer, Samantha Samsonite. A bit of a prima donna, Donna. She was disqualified last year for doing her preliminary urine drug testing in the pool. It was quite a controversy. Donna?
Yes, it was, Wanda. We can only hope there won't be any such trouble this year.
Oh, Donna.
I'll bet there are some last-minute nerves down there, Wanda.
Okay, my understanding of today's program, Donna, is that the women begin as a group and then individually file off, making room for the exquisite pas de deux between Samantha Samsonite and Blanche Slate, who is a star in her own right.
She's not yet in the pool, is she, Wanda?
No, she's not, but I think that might be her going to enter right now.
Yes, you're right. The execution of the first move of the pas de deux, Wanda, is crucial. As you know, Blanche's background in classical ballet defines her unique style, while Samantha Samsonite brings to the pool 12 years of Yugoslavian folk dancing.
Well, you can't say these girls are all wet then.
Wanda, you're a stitch. Okay. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, and... Oh, poetry in motion.
Cigarette, Donna?
Yes, please, Wanda.
Oh, and it's a double flip whammy flip-flop.
Beautiful.
I don't believe I've seen one of those moves since Boris Jerkinoff took Boardwalk and Park Place in the International Monopoly standoff in Helsinki.
Right you are, Wanda. The Ipanema team is overcome with joy with just how well their teammates are doing.
I smell a gold medal.
Oh my goodness. Now a tussle seems to be breaking out among the members of the Ipanema team. It looks like they're fighting over a contraband Joe Louie.
I believe you're right, Donna. And as you know, that is completely against team rules because all the girls have been put on the Karen Carpenter diet to be in top form for performance.
And they certainly wouldn't want to lose those lucrative swimsuit endorsements. And speaking of swimsuits, Blanche Slate's swimsuit is sponsored by Vagisilin. Oh, you gotta see the liners in these suits, Wanda. It's like a second skin.
Is that right? Well, Samantha Samsonite's swimsuit used to be a purse. In fact, so did Samantha Samsonite. It's amazing what a tummy tuck can do for a gal. Uh-oh. What's going on here, Donna?
Oh, an unforeseen cramp in Samantha Samsonite's leg. What a tragedy. The team must be devastated.
Mm-hmm. And now a heated exchange is taking place between Blanche Slate and her fellow team members who seem to be angry with her for leaving Samantha Samsonite at the bottom of the pool. Blanche has to learn, Donna, that there is no I in team.
That's right, Wanda. Oh, what a shame. The coach will have some sharp words for her.
Over to you, Don Juan.
Hello and welcome everyone to the triathlon javelin fencing pig catching event. The judge takes his position. There's the pig. And we're underway. First up is the Romanian team, whose names I simply can't pronounce, but they are definitely contenders. Note the intense concentration, the steely gaze. These boys are taking nothing for granted. And nor should they. They've got one alert pig on their hands. She's got a nose for trouble and she's well greased. The Romanians drop to the ground, ever cautious. Is the pig onto them, perhaps? The boys hesitate and hop forward. A lightning move. What's this? Mike Tyson has suddenly shown up at ringside. What's that about? Oh, his arrival has rattled the Romanians. Bad news. The pig sensing trouble, sensing. And the Romanians spring into action. They've got that pig in there holding on. And the pig is fighting back. Kicking. Oh, look at that. This is one porker who's not going back to the farm so easily. Welcome back, everybody. Well, the Romanians have triumphed in this phase of the contest. So now, they're going up against the world-renowned Latvian all-hermaphrodite fencing and javelin squad. Here they come. Oh, but look at that. Those over-enthusiastic Romanians have neglected to release the pig. They're engaged in some kind of hootenanny down there. I simply do not understand why they aren't readying themselves for the next leg, because that Latvian team isn't slowing down, let me tell you. I don't believe it. They're still holding on, still refusing to let go. Uh-oh. Okay, now they come to their senses. They've picked up their traditional bone clubs and are squaring off against the Latvian team. It's a fierce contest, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of toing and froing down on the field. Oh, but look at that! Tyson's back, hovering around ringside. He's not planning on disrupting the event, is he? The Romanians squaring off against the Latvians. Mike Tyson is at ringside with a wild look in his eye. This is terrible. The athlete's trying bravely to continue in the face of this. And Tyson's screaming obscenities at them. What a spectacle. The judges are waving frantically to suspend the event. The athlete's losing concentration now. This match is dissolving into a debacle, into a pathetic display. Tyson bites the Romanian player. He's dragging him out of the ring. He's eating him. Tyson is devouring the athlete in front of the nation. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's too much for the teammate. He falls out of the ring into the hungry jaws of Mike Tyson. Oh, it's pandemonium here as the Latvian squad leaves the arena in disgust. Over to you, Donna and Wanda.
I got children to raise. I got children to raise.
Thanks, Don Juan. Wanda, we're here with team captain of the javelin team, Jan Jingleheimer Schmidt. Jan, how do you think you did out there?
Well, I'd have to say we gave it 110%. Let's see, there's 8 girls on the team. Sally over there gave about 22%. Brenda's going through a breakup, so she could only give about 13%. But Deb is dating this real great guy, so she gave about 35%. Do the math, it's 110%.
He butted me, so I butted him. So what?
And now we look in on the rowing event. Donna, Wanda.
Thanks, Dick. It's Wanda here. Unfortunately, the rowing competition took place yesterday afternoon, as the Lundo team here is just now finding out. So they've been moved right into today's scheduled event, the Locate the Passed Out Celebrity Scavenger Hunt. What are the rules in this one, Donna?
Well, Wanda, a celebrity has been placed somewhere on a deserted island and covered with sand. The competitor's task is to find him, revive him, and canoe him back to the location of his next B movie before the director discovers he's missing. I wish they'd had this event when I was competing, Wanda.
Me too, Donna. Looks here like the Lundo team is looking for their celebrity. I see them making some calls. I expect they'll be fanning out in their trademark Lundo retrieval maneuver, for which these girls are so well known.
Oh, yes.
Making some more calls, and I think they might have found him, and if they have, Donna, that would be in record time.
Well, we'll have to check with the judges on that one, Wanda. But if my watch is correct, it was 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
You're not wearing a watch, Donna.
Too true. Why, look, it's the Easy Rider himself. Peter Fonda, Wanda.
Looks like he's taking it too easy today, Donna. There's the coach.
Get him in the boat. Get him in the boat. Get him in the boat.
Back to you, Dick and Jane.
Thank you, Donna and Wanda. No Valley High Athletic Bonanza would be complete without the 3 fish on a stick fistfight competition. Jane, I believe you once upon a time competed in this area.
Right you are, Dick. I took home a medal. And let me tell you, there was nothing fishy about that one.
Here we see the team captains gearing up to begin the fight. And as you know, Jane, anything goes.
Wouldn't be like you.
And look at that. They are ridiculing each other. They are preparing. They circle. And the fight is on! They may smell like fish, but they fight like enraged lobsters. And here we see last year's 3 fish on a stick winners standing by to hand over the fish stick to this year's champion. Who will it be, Jane?
Well, it's anyone's Dick at this point, guess.
Jane?
Dick?
What?
You said my name.
Yes.
Well, anyway, both these competitors are both top athletes in their field. Unfortunately, they're not in their field right now. They're on a beach, so it might be a little difficult for them at this point.
Right you are, Jane! And back to the beach. And let me tell you, it's a pleasure to watch such 2 well-matched adversaries come head-to-head in competition.
Pull her claws. Cat fight.
Oh no! One of the captains is trying to pinch the fat under her opponent's arm. That's an immediate disqualification. Jane, as you know, you can testify against your opponent in court or spread nasty rumors about them, but pinching is just not allowed. Here come the judges. Stay tuned for more Valley High Athletic Bonanza coverage.
Now we seg you into my festival of shorts.
And now, live from beautiful downtown Burbank, it's the fastest half hour on television today, Stump the Stars. And now here's your host, Biff Banshee.
Thank you, Don Pardo, and welcome everybody. Let's get right to it with our next guest, Jane Mansfield. Jane, you're looking lovely as ever. My goodness, those are an impressive set of headlights you've got there.
Thank you, Biff.
You can certainly see why producers all over town keep inviting you back to their couches. What do you get out of these casting sessions?
Promises, promises, promises.
I bet, folks. Jane's been down on her knees for Louis B. Mayer, Irving Thalberg, and both Zanuck brothers. I tell you, there ain't nothing she won't do for a part. Let's get on with the game. I'll remind our studio audience that Jane's clue is written in code. So, Jane, here you go.
The coded clue is the reckless driving starlet who liked her coffee decapitated.
Oh, this'll be fun. Let me see. Okay.
Okay, first word, confession.
Jane.
Confession,
car,
I
car.
was choking.
How come you won't return
Going far.
my phone calls, Jane?
You needed money, you needed money.
Start.
The mob, the man with the broken nose, you couldn't get
Driving.
needed money.
This town.
No, driving.
Turn down for a loan. Turn down for a loan. Needed money.
How come I can't get some, Jane?
Backstage in the green room.
Why don't you put up for me? I mean,
found my coat.
It's not like you're discerning or
Found my
anything.
coat.
Jane, I just
distracted me.
want some of what you
Took my
got.
wallet.
I just want
Jane,
what
you
you
The
got.
reckless driving star who liked her coffee decapitated!
You got it, you crazy kids. The correct answer is the reckless driving starlet who liked her coffee decapitated. Jane, you did beautifully. Head and shoulders above just about anyone else. Well, that's it for now. Be sure to join us next time when Sal Mineo is here to take a stab at Stump the Stars. Till then, I'm Biff Banshee saying, loose lips, sink ships. Jane, if you need a lift home, I'll drive.
And now we send you to the El Paso venue of the Valley High Athletic Bonanza. Here to cover the men's pony ride and shoot the dictator biathlon is our own Jim James and Maggie McGee.
Thanks, Dick. Competition is well underway here at the Pony Ride and Shoot the Dictator Biathlon. The athlete currently up is Wilfred Alibi McKenzie, runner-up at last year's Flay the Pig and Spit on a Beggar contest at Kuala Lumpur.
That's right, Jim. Here, Alibi is displaying outstanding form, reminiscent of Jean-Claude Perrault during his terrific run at the Donkey Trot and Smackin' Immigrant Cup Winners' Cup at Marseille 2 summers ago.
Sorry to interrupt, Maggie, but Alibi has finished his pony ride and is now letting the pre-recorded taunts of today's wildcard dictators sink in.
Not an easy feat, Jim, because as you know, Alibi is deaf in one ear.
Which served him well at last year's Ignore the Drunk and Punch a Waitress semifinals at Boca Raton.
Sorry to interrupt, Jim, but 2 more contestants are ready to make their run.
Meanwhile, Alibi is racking up big bonus points with direct hits on the wildcard dictators.
It's the notorious Balto brothers, Leo and Daryl, fresh from their scintillating victory at the Kick a Seagull and Whippin' Old Lady men's double competition in San Diego barely 3 weeks ago.
Let's go to our field level reporter, Cassie McCarthy.
Sorry, Jim, but my ears are ringing from the shots.
We'll try to connect with Cassie in a little bit. Meanwhile, the action's heating up in the field. Cassie, can you hear me?
I can, Jim, thanks. Down here on the field, it's not going well for the dictators. Hitler suffered severe damage, and El Duce has a face full of lead. Back to you in the booth.
Thanks, Cassie.
Sorry to interrupt, Maggie, but as we glance over the grandstand, we see Miss Marsha Roosevelt, the president's rather self-centered and sexually precocious daughter, who's here today to hand out the medals at the close of the event.
She certainly had her troubles, Jim, since the Swan Doping and Fillet Errol Flynn regional.
Sorry to interrupt, Maggie, but Cassie has another report.
Sorry to interrupt, Jim and Maggie, but down here at field level, DeFuhrer is hanging on to his dreams of a 1,000-year right by a mere thread. Well, not even that. It's a dark day for fascism everywhere.
Sorry to interrupt, Cassie, but with the first round of shooting completed, the first daughter seems anxious to head into town with the Balto brothers, kick some Mexicans, and drink a bottle of really cheap lemon gin. Oh.
And now for too good for the Balto boys to pass up, considering how well they did at the San Antonio Spear Yanomamo Tribesmen and drink a pail of bourbon shootout.
Sorry to interrupt, Cassie, but Alibi has just been disqualified by the judges. We're awaiting official word, but apparently he's tested positive for pro-fascist leanings.
Sorry to interrupt, Jim, but the Balto boys seem to be in disagreement over who will be the first to hike Miss Roosevelt's skirt up over her shoulder.
It looks like an ugly replay of their encore tantrum at the Spank a Camel and Piss on Bob Hope round robin tourney in Caracas.
Let's hope the first daughter still has Errol Flynn's phone number.
Let's hope so, Maggie. Meanwhile, Alibi has come over to ask the Balto boys if they'll pick up a carton of smokes for him while they're in town.
Just like they did at the Pick Up Smokes and a Promiscuous Socialite Invitational in January.
Which you covered, isn't that right, Cassie?
Just stay tuned, Jim.
Sorry to interrupt, Cassie, but the Bolto boys are now debating whether or not to make a detour on their way into town and crash the gut and clean a transvestite while wearing yellow galoshes open in nearby Lubbock.
Well, they are seated in the top 10.
And it would be sweet revenge if they were able to dethrone the current title holders, Armand Sneaky Gilbright and his sister Emma Jean.
It's a controversy that just won't go away, Jim.
Well, before we send you back to Dick and Jane, we'd like to remind our viewers that no actual dictators were harmed in this event.
So please, no more mailbags of angry letters.
Well, that's it from here. On behalf of Cassie McCarthy and Maggie McGee, I'm Jim James saying adieu from El Paso.
I think it's Auf Wiedersehen, Jim.
They say that television eats the brain, the way the worm eats the apple. Such is the case with my friend Gink here. These tapes, these rare gems of cinematic triumph, will beat back the black tide of mediocrity that has ravaged the planet. I, Lundo, will cure him. Television is my gun, and high art are my bullets.
Butcher, baker, candlestick maker, they've all learned the secret to success by reading the smash, sell all, must-have books, reclaiming your inner universe and milking the Milky Way of creative potential. Marshall Field has harnessed the power of the solar system, and he is now willing to share this secret with you. Now, with no further ado, a couple who needs no introduction, here is a twosome that's out of this world, Marshall and Marsha Faye Field!
You know, folks, only 253 months ago, I was broke. I was on the streets and I had nothing.
You mean we had nothing, Marshall? Folks, those were bad times. They were terrible times.
Folks just like you, we were lost in space. We were orbiting through our lives with no ground control, Major Tom. But now we have health, wealth, and happiness solely due to the reactivating powers of planet activism. But we'll tell you more about that later.
Right now, let's meet unsuspecting Thornton J. Poindexter. A young man, a lonely man, a sad man, a manly man, a somewhat womanly man, a troubled man, a confused man, a man wearing a casual pantsuit, size 34 tall, with a white arrow shirt, wingtip shoes, and a jaunty fedora. Yes, a man who's learned to dress himself already, but underneath these clothes, he's just another naked man who hasn't learned to take control of intergalactic power psyche and get what he wants. He could also benefit from a few sit-ups, Marshall.
Folks, unbeknownst to Thornton J. Poindexter, we've strategically placed hidden cameras throughout a day in his life so we can show you just how far you'll get with meekness, low self-confidence, and mild manners.
Hey, mister, get off the sidewalk!
Say, son, you should be more careful. What are you doing driving on the sidewalk? You might have run me over.
I'm late for an anatomy lesson. I'm cramming for my medical final, jerk.
I'll try to stay off the sidewalk. I need to be more assertive.
Soldier of Fortune? Yeah, that'll be $6.75, lady. There you go. What do you want, buddy?
Paper, please.
You can actually read, huh?
Most certainly. Here's $20. You can keep the change.
You think I like serving cheap bastards like you?
Well then, how about if I gave you $100? How would that be?
Buddy, I just want to be a photographer, okay?
No. You want to be the very best photographer. Bye now.
Jesus, what an asshole. Well, everybody, how's Thornton J. Poindexter's day going so far?
Not very well, Marshall.
Let's look in some more, shall we?
Can I please get a ticket, mister?
Maybe after I disembowel you and stick your ugly head on a pike. Piss off, bub.
But I'm going to be late for work. I'm going to miss my train.
I've got a murderer's heart, asswipe.
Oh, another day, another dollar. 7th floor, please.
Get it yourself, Dick.
Why, look at all the packages she has. She sure spends a lot of money on herself. Maybe you should have taken another elevator, ma'am.
My husband's a wealthy banker, and I shop to overcome loneliness.
I feel so ashamed. I was too nasty with her. I should set up and let this man sleep. She has all the worries of an important man's wife, and I'm just a nobody. Oh, Mother said I had a selfish streak. I'm sorry, sir. I'll get off soon. Well, I don't know. The prices are rather high.
Okay, what'll you have?
Well, I'll have the boiled beef.
Don't be such a faggot.
Okay. The Finn and Hattie, then.
We're out of Finn and Hetty, jerk.
Please, I just want some food. I work hard and I need the nourishment.
Oh, cry me a river, dog breath. You think you're the only one who's got problems? You don't have to go home to a boyfriend who beats the crap out of you every night.
Gosh, gee.
And what's more, I hate being a waitress.
I guess I'll just go eat tree bark again.
Little whiny turd.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Thornton is not able to visualize what he wants from these encounters.
It's all so hazy.
Nor is he able to breathe through the animosity he experiences.
I'm choking. I think I've swallowed my gum.
So sadly, our Thornton J. Poindexter is unable to achieve his goals.
Is failure spelled with 2 N's? Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Ah, Poindexter, there you are. Didn't notice you. Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
I'll get to you right after this break. Well, we're back. I reviewed your loan application, Poindexter, and everything seems in order. There's just one snag.
What sort of snag?
Let me put it this way, Poindexter. I just don't like you.
I understand, Mr. Manager, sir, but all I'm asking for is a lousy $7 loan.
It's not the money, Poindexter. I just think you're an asshole.
It's only $7. I was hoping to start my own business, sending food hampers to starving third world refugees and offering them a thin ray of hope.
It's a wonderful idea, Poindexter, and if anyone, literally anyone, else came in here, I'd approve them in a heartbeat. But let me say again, I think you're an asshole. Now, get the hell out of my office before I call security.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry for wasting your time.
Out, Poindexter. Out, out.
I'm leaving. Maybe I should just give it all up and shuffle off this mortal coil.
You know, Marshall, the problem with most programs around today is that they have too many rules, too many steps, if you will.
Well, take the 10 Commandments. That's 10 steps. The AA program, 12 steps.
Is it me, or is the whole world crazy?
What with our busy modern lives running between the kids, the job, the carpool, who has the time to take so many steps? Stairmaster? More like electric chairmaster. Well, ladies and gentlemen, master this. What would you say to a program that is only 3 steps? And what's more, it's only $79.99. That's just $27.50 a step. Visa and MasterCard accepted. What would you say to that deal?
Well, I'd say at $79.99, why you just be giving it away, Marcia Fay? I'd say you're as nutty as a bag of hammers.
Well, why don't we introduce the program to Thornton J. Poindexter?
Looks like the proof will be in the pudding, Marcia Fay. Thornton! Thornton! Thornton!
Oh no! Thornton heard a who?
I'm Marshall Field, and this is my lovely wife, Marcia Fayfield. We have a program of self-help and inner strength that Marcia Fay here really thinks could work for you. It's called Planetactivism.
Oh, I don't know anything about things like that, sir. Mother told me never to talk to strangers or my face would freeze that way, and I might lose an eye if I didn't look both ways, and then the tooth fairy won't come and slip a quarter under my pillow.
Thornton, I've got 3 letters for you. VBA.
STD?
No, Thornton, that's another program.
VBA is our 3-step program, Thornton.
Thornton, are you tired of being a chump?
Well, actually, sir, I'm a Poindexter.
But Thornton, isn't it time to get what you want from life?
I'd like to get my books back from the library.
Let me introduce VBA. It's where you visualize what you want, you breathe your way through it, which takes you to achieving your goal.
What if my goal is something that can't be visualized? Like the sound of one hand clapping or Pia Zadora in the shower.
That's where you can harness the power of the largest planet in the solar system by saying, "By Jupiter." Every time you say "By Jupiter," neurological chemicals and vitamin C will be released in your brain, allowing you to get what you want.
All I have to do is say "By Jupiter" and I get what I want? Take me away!
By Jupiter, I prefer Uranus.
Hey, mister, get off the sidewalk.
Hey, son, you should be more careful. What are you doing driving on the sidewalk?
Remember, Thornton, Planetactivism, VBA, VBA.
By Jupiter, opportunities knocking. Say, son, what's the rush?
I'm late for an anatomy lesson. I'm cramming for my medical finals. Look at all these textbooks I have to read.
That's swell. What kind of doctor do you want to be? Neurologist? GP? Anesthetist?
I don't know yet. Something interesting, I hope.
Have you ever thought of research?
Not really. Sounds kind of boring.
Doesn't have to be.
What do you mean?
Live human subjects, vivisection.
Sounds like real Mengele time.
Oh, sure. I'll bet a smart kid like you would love to fool around with a lab with all kinds of stuff. Have you ever seen the effects of electrodes on an exposed human brain?
Sounds like a lot of fun, and better than reading a bunch of books.
Exactly. I'll bet you'd love to see one of your professors gobbling like a turkey. Why don't you come over to my place? I've got all kinds of gadgets in the basement.
Great, mister. I'll be over after my lesson.
That's a nice kid. Okay, I gave it a shot.
No, that wasn't bad, Thornton. It really wasn't. We'll give you an A for effort on that one. You seem to have good visualization of the goals you wanted to achieve.
Thank you, Mr. Field. I tried really hard. I was nervous.
But audience, I think there's one thing he forgot.
Oh?
Did you see anyone breathing down there, Marcia Fay?
You're right, Marshall. Breathe, Thornton, or you're going to turn blue and pass out in your own vomit.
That's right, By Jupiter. What do you want, buddy?
Paper, please.
Yeah, you can actually read, huh?
VBA, Thornton, VBA.
By Jupiter, Mac. I never noticed before, but has anyone ever told you you have the beautiful, sensitive eyes of an artist? You should be a photographer.
Try telling that to the no-goodnucks who won't let me study at the art college.
You can't let the system get you down, Mac. Not with the kind of talent you have. See, I just happen to have a kind of photo studio over at my place. Why don't you drop over?
Gee, I never actually been inside a real photo studio. Here's your paper.
Thanks, Mac.
You know, I've always wanted to specialize in portrait photography.
That's my favorite, too.
But no one wants to give a guy a chance in this crummy burg.
That's why you should come back to my place. With your dilated pupils, you'll be taking special photos in no time. I'll give you the address here. Maybe we can have a few cocktails to loosen up. What do you say?
Cyanide. I'd like some cyanide.
Gee, buddy, I don't know if it's a good idea to drink before I shoot. It kind of makes the camera wobble a little bit, you know what I mean?
Might relax you.
You know, you're right. I will come by your place.
Great! I'll mix some drinks and put down some rubber sheets.
Well, he was breathing that time, Marshall. His posture's improved. I even believe his skin is clearing up. Isn't our three-step program a wonder?
Yay! I agree he's on his way, Marcia Fay. But don't capture chickens. He still has many obstacles, and the day is young.
VBA.
Hey there, Buster. By Jupiter! Hey there! You look like a fellow who could kill.
How do you know?
You've got that malevolent, merciless look in your eye that says, don't even dream of getting in my way. You inspire fear in anyone who dares to mess with you.
I don't take no bullshit from nobody, including dicks like you.
By Jupiter, it's quite the line between fantasy and reality, isn't it? I mean, what if a guy could do what he wants to do and get away with it?
Wow, that would be something, huh? Drink human blood and bathe in the entrails, but I'd end up in jail and stuff.
Well, perhaps not. You should come to my place.
Oh yeah? And what's going on, chez vous?
A couple of drinks, a little knife sharpening. You should check it out. Come on.
Wowie zowie, Marcia Fay. This guy's in the middle of Audacious Town and he's running for mayor.
Marshall, the phones have been ringing off the hook. Viewers are ordering books, tapes, t-shirts. Everyone wants to be Thornton J. Poindexter.
By Jupiter, there he goes again.
You sure have a lot of packages, lady. You must be very rich.
VBA, Thornton, VBA.
By Jupiter! I could use her at my little colony. Can I lend a hand, ma'am?
No, thank you. I've got a lot on my mind. I'm worried about my husband.
Your husband? What is he, some sort of government official? Someone with influence in the community?
My husband is the manager of First National Bank. Tomorrow he's expecting a big payroll to be deposited, and his regular security staff are out with the flu. He's very worried, poor dear.
Well, maybe you should come over to my house later tonight. I have some friends who could lend a hand.
Marshall, this kind of immediate success with the program is unprecedented. His testicles are the size of bowling balls. He's a new man.
He sure is. Audience, what would you say if I told Marcia Fay to go over there and jack up the price? $79.99 is just a fraction of what this incredible system is worth.
We couldn't do that, Marshall. VBA is going to be a mantra for so many losers like Thornton J. Poindexters. We owe it to him and others to keep those phone lines open.
You sure?
Yes, Marshall, and if you order now, I'll throw in a pair of genuine leather moccasins.
That's great, by Jupiter.
What'll you have?
Boiled beef, you beautiful baby.
I am certainly not beautiful.
You know, boiled beef isn't the only dish on this menu.
Who, me? Oh, I'm stupid and ugly.
Well, if that's how you feel then.
VBA.
By Jupiter! Listen, sweetheart, you gotta trust me. A stunning Hummer like you should be a model.
I'd love to, but my abusive boyfriend, he'd kill me.
Shouldn't let him stand in the way of your dreams.
But what can I possibly do? How can I get out of this trap I'm in? Can you help?
I most certainly can. Come to my place.
Your place?
My friend, the photographer.
I'm a tiger.
Thornton's coming out of the same bank that refused him a loan.
Hey, Marshall, I just had that bank manager killed.
Hey, that's VBA. Visualize, breathe, actualize. Would I be wrong in assuming you got the guy from the ticket window to pull the trigger for you?
Sure is poo, fella. The kid on the bike is studying the corpse for his med exams, and I'm banging the stiff's rich wife.
How do you like that, everybody? Thornton took the bull by the horns and crushed its neck. So tell us, what happened to the waitress?
Killed the boyfriend, and I do her too.
That's wonderful, Thornton.
The vendor set up a photo shoot. It's a hustler spread, 10 wet pages. I'm rich and happy and free, and I owe it all to you guys.
Another life turned around.
Good night, Marcia Fay.
Good night, Marshall.
The VBA by Jupiter program is not recommended for use in conjunction with any weight loss programs.
And now, a festival of my shorts.
And now, my top story. America's schools are in crisis. Drug-dealing, gun-toting, foul-mouthed little shits are waging war on decency in the American military educational complex. Only one force is capable of bringing these degenerate little turds to heel. Until Dad and Mum wake up and smell the crack pipe, that job falls to a small band of dedicated educators, America's principles of control.
Attention all students. Attention all students. This is Principal Hawkins speaking. Line-ups for grades 1 through 4 will take place at the south entrance in an orderly fashion. This is not a drill. Violators will be shot. I repeat, attention all students. Attention all students.
American teachers are now trained to execute deft military maneuvers as well as the 3 R's. 4 R's. 3 R's. Skilled in hand-to-hand combat, high explosives know-how, and full members of the National Teachers Union, these patriotic Americans wade fearlessly into the blackboard jungle.
And now, students, Mrs. Hodgkins will read today's announcement.
Thank you, Principal Hawking. Boys and girls, there will be a meeting of the Glee Club at lunchtime in room 224.
Hodgkins is down. Boys and girls, line up in an orderly fashion now. Delta Omega 5, Delta Omega 5. This is Charlie Tango Foxtrot Roger. I'm requisitioning ordnance from the school board to be delivered at the south end. Now, do you read me? Over.
Charlie Tango Foxtrot Roger. This is Delta Omega 5. Principal Hawking, have you filled out the requisition forms?
Yes, sir.
Heads up, boys and girls.
America's principles of control have blasted through the red tape of a school system choking on its own vomit. Wake up, Mom and Dad. Do you know where your children are?
Composting is a way of giving something back to a world that gives so much to us.
A warehouse of Coke, a tank of Coke. How much do we do?
Okay, everybody, look what I got. All natural cranberry soda. Let's energize.
Oh, Troy, that stuff combined with this bowl of flax oil and ginger root tonic is gonna make me all zingy. I might have to jog. Wow, bring on the rice cakes.
So there I am, ODing in the hospital, and Ted's still finger painting my ass.
Hug your friend. Say to him or her, I am your friend. I will always be your friend. Mean it. Remember that animals are also our friends, which is why we don't eat them.
You were a tramp then. Yeah, of course I was. If it walked in on legs, it laid down on me. Fellatio was my mantra, sister.
After determining that the victim is indeed choking, the next step is to execute the
Heimlich maneuver.
Exactly. Remember, thumb knuckle pressed against the breastbone, short, sharp thrusts.
Tiffany, Gail, are you receiving me in your mind? Loud and clear, girl. If we can learn to link telepathically with all the people of the world, just think of what a difference it could make. Oh, there's so much love in this room.
So I say, you're a pimp, Jimmy. You're a pimp, and I ain't gonna be your whore anymore. But of course, by then it was Ludes and Valium, and if the truth be told, he did some things with rubber that I would simply not experience elsewhere. And then there was that crack boss, remember, and the guy who turned up in the lake?
feel better already.
They say that television eats the brain, the way the worm eats the apple. Such is the case with my friend Gink here. These tapes, these rare gems of cinematic triumph, will beat back the black tide of mediocrity that has ravaged the planet. I, Lundo, will cure him. Television is my gun, and high art are my bullets. And now back to my all-time favorite Western, the magic sword.
A rider approaches, Chief Running Gag. Could it be a member of the posse formed to stop our plan?
You may be right, Sheriff. Cowboys. They're determined to rescue the schoolmoms we've kidnapped. I'll close the door to throw them off our trail.
And we'll keep talking. By the way, could you use that quaint Indian dialect that you have? It thrills me so.
Certainly, Sheriff.
The great buffalo has a little surprise in store for our curious friend. You smell escargot?
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Cowboy. I done got separated from the rest of my herd, and I could use a little roping and branding.
Well, they don't call me Louis de Lariette for nothing.
Oh, what a funny accent. You must be from Wyoming.
My 6-gun could use a little target practice. Oh, mon chéri, I have heard you American girls are real rough riders.
Oh, your mustache tickles, Louie, and your breath smells real funny. Not like chewing tobacco and saddle blankets, more pungent.
That is garlic, the food of love. There is not a woman alive who can resist garlic and stale gitane.
My face is tingling. I'm all flushed.
And now the coup de grace.
Oh, what's wrong, Louie? Keep necking. One second, partner. Louie's still bucking. Well, stuff my hide and call me Trigger. My pancake makeup's done all rubbed off. Lousy home makeovers.
Wake up! You gotta tell me why I changed your name from Ed. Come on, Louie, wake up!
Oh, what happened? I dreamt I was making love to a giant warthog.
You were, Louie, a warthog in a dress.
Mais non! She was a woman! But something happened. How you say?
How do you say?
You know, that happens. You meet a jeune fille in the bistro. You have some red wine, a baguette. You go back to her place, throw a few francs on the dresser, and in the morning, mon petit chien. Such is the way of love when your pistol is tight in the holster.
Why'd you wander off?
I do not remember. Mais oui! I followed a trail.
What trail?
The sheriff.
Rather nasty fella?
Oui, oui. I followed him to this Indian cottage. There's something suspicious about him, mon ami.
Let's go check it out.
Oui, oui.
How do you open this door? Okay, just like that. Nasty fella? Sheriff Nasty fella? Here I am. What do you want? What you doing here? What do you mean? I mean what I said. And I think I've answered that question. But let me tell you what I'm doing here. I've bought this old cottage and I'm thinking of converting it into a fat farm.
I have never noticed this before, but you and George have an uncanny resemblance.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I mean exactly what I just said.
Okay, now that we're clear on that point, let's water the horses and sing some campfire songs. Toodle boys? I don't look at all like that, lard ass.
Sorry I failed to take out the Frenchman chief running gag, but this lousy makeup job just won't stay put. I could fix it with some rouge, a bit of bleach, and some staples. Give me another chance, please.
Oh, be quiet. Don't you understand? That ridiculous farm boy George and his friends must be stopped before they ruin my plan. Specifically, I mean my plan to round up all these schoolmarms south of Mason-Dixon line, breed them with underpaid Chinese railroad workers, and force their offspring into the manufacture of cheap plastic toiletry kits for sale at dollar stores.
But I thought the plan was about getting their makeup secrets. I want to be beautiful instead of an atrocious hag standing before you.
Are you insane, atrocious hag standing before me? That's not the plan. The plan was to round up schoolmarms and get beauty secrets. The great buffalo god is angry. Unless he gets some hot mamas into his gut, there will be trouble and famine and drought. I am so angry with your ignorance that I am going to turn you into a quacking mallard.
No!
Yes!
Oh, no, please! Ouch!
There, a spider, just like I said.
Oh, how dreadful. He turned that poor hag into an ostrich. What an evil man.
Sybil, wrong time.
Running gag. Nice turban.
It's all right. A little itchy, though. I think my scalp is sensitive to wool, but I'm coping.
The pioneer life is hard on everyone.
Enough small talk, Sybil. I am sure that by now you have heard of my plan.
The plan to sell pre-made salads in styrofoam containers at the deli department and supermarkets?
Yes, that one. And the other one to beautify our women to appease the buffalo god.
I have.
Good. It's a wonderful plan that will ward off future catastrophe for my people. But your son George is proving to be a spanner in the works. I'm going to kill him with the help of Sheriff Rather Nasty Fellow. George has successfully separated brother, your son, and my fiancée. There is nothing you can do to help George. Goodbye.
Well, to think that Chief Running Gag means to harm my George. And to think that Sheriff Rather Nasty Fella is in league with him. And to think that Sheriff Rather Nasty Fella and George Jr. are identical twin brothers and don't know it. And to think I'd plumb forgotten I'd given birth to 2 babies. And to think it was Colonel Mustard in the conservatory with a candlestick. Why, it boggles the mind. But I have a plan.
All right, Sybil. In 5, 4, 3, 2... And now it's time for Country Cajun Cooking with your host, Sybil McGushwin.
Today on Country Cajun Cooking, we'll be cooking up a chili facial, which you can use as a guard against the vain and superficial ways of that terribly incoherent Chief Running Gag. Now, first of all, I have to warn those of you at home that my chili comes from an old family recipe and is a powerful potion indeed. So for those of you with heart conditions, I don't recommend it. Now, to start off, I like to add a little eye of Wayne Newton. You'll find it gives your chili a bit of a tang, but there's nothing wrong with that. I find eye of Wayne Newton to be high in fiber and low in fat. Then, if you have them, but I do understand that they're hard to find in the off-season, I like to add 3 or 4 roots of all evil. Now, if you have more, throw them on in. Otherwise, you can get away with 1 or 2. Now, what comes next? Oh, that's right. Now, these next ingredients are extremely rare. Some might wonder if they even exist, but I picked these up as easy as pie on the Home Shopping Channel, the testicles of Richard Simmons. They don't necessarily add any flavor. They're more for decoration than anything else. Then, if you want, add in some blood from a bath, which you can find in either Chicago or LA. Also, a few slips of the tongue if you have them handy. That'll make the chili nice and awkward. And let me tell you, to jump off the bridge of taste excess and make your chili facial mixture a really meaty, tasty sensation, go ahead and add some shavings off A Tale of Two Cities. You only live once after all, isn't that right, kittens? And finally, well, don't be scared to use some tongue-in-cheek, a dash of cayenne pepper, a smidgen of float like a butterfly, a dollop of sting like a bee, and last but certainly not least, a barrel of gunpowder to give your chili facial a real bang. And if it tastes good, go ahead and eat it, kittens. After all, if you can't stand the heat, then get out of the kitchen.
Did she say gunpowder? Mama, 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 mama. Mama, mama, are you okay? Mama, mama, speak to us.
Well, I'm fine. Now help me up. I gotta figure out another way to help out George.
Who gonna clean up the mess, Mama?
Thanks for joining us. See you next time on Country Cajun Cooking. Just remember, gunpowder don't kill people, chili does.
With one flick of my finger, I can make fire turn orange. Finger not working.
Put your ring back on.
No, our engagement is over. From now on, we be friends only.
I don't like being jilted, Running Gag. Make the fire orange.
Uh-huh. Then we roast weenie.
And a low-fat yogurt for me?
Sure thing. You cannot stand white man with obese, flabby hips. Make Running Gag nauseous. Puke City, Arizona.
Yippee-ki-yay, Patches. Here we are at the Great Stone Teepee. Come on, boy, you can do it. Just keep an uphill for any school marms.
I just feel like dancing, George.
We'll cut a mean old step on the floor when all this is over. I promise, Patches. Giddy up.
Yes, but Sheriff, if Running Gag cooked weenie in green fire, then new pope must be elected before midnight. Running Gag not make rules.
Well, golly jeepers, Patches, looky here. The engine sure made a good investment, all them beads and trinkets we traded them.
Now, George, you know I don't have a prejudiced bone in my body. Well, okay, I have one. All I'm saying is that I have feelings for you, George, you big dumb galoot, you.
I'll give you a rub down later, okay?
Oh, I'm all a tingle.
Good boy. Now sit, Patches.
Here? Okay.
Patches, I said sit.
And what the hell, George? It's biodegradable. Keeps the lawn greener, too.
I just love all these Navajo artworks. Don't have time to be a serious collector myself, of course. Let's count the 6 scalps I got under my pillow. I'm starting to smell a bit. Golly, I wonder what's up here. Could it be school marms? Ugly old hags? Chief Running Gag himself? I better watch him.
I love you, Frank. I don't mind cleaning stables. In fact, I kind of like it.
Well, I'll tell you, Wallace, I really like it.
No, not as much as me.
No, I like it. I really like it.
I like cleaning the stable better than you do.
I like it just fine.
I like cleaning the stable.
I like it more.
Gemini Sue! Gemini Sue, it's me, George!
Get away from me, Sheriff, rather nasty fella. How many times do I have to tell you? Chain link shirts at 10 pounds.
What are you talking about, Gemini Sue? It's me, George.
George.
Remember? George McGershwin. We played together as kids.
Oh, sure. How are you?
Real nice. Nice to see you. I came to rescue you, Gemini Sue.
Well, that's real nice of you, Gary.
George.
Whatever. But, Jerry, how are we gonna get out of here? Running Gag is surrounded the stone teepee with beauty school dropouts. They should go back to high school.
You can count on me, Gemini Sue.
Oh, Gordon.
It's George.
But, Jeffrey, what's your plan?
Well, Gemini Sue, I would like to get a place of my own soon, but saving up for first and last month's rent plus security deposit, it's easier said than done.
Oh, silly Jethro. I meant your plan to get us out of the stone teepee.
Oh, wait here, Gemini Sue. I'll see if the coast is clear.
All right. I'll just pack up a few of my things. I put some pantyhose up to dry last night.
Oh, forget them. Let's go.
But, Jeremiah, I don't want them thinking that I'm uncamped.
For the last time, Gemini Sue, it's George.
Well, who's George?
Come on, Gemini Sue. I'll get you out of here.
Okay, Jezebel.
No, it's George.
What's that, Tony?
George.
Willie, I'm hard of hearing.
George.
Brent, Ryan.
George.
Michael.
George.
I can't hear you.
George. What the? Huh? What? Huh?
We are members of LAPAS, Liberal Academics for the Preservation of Aboriginal Society.
Huh? What?
Middle class guilt has brought us here to be one with our brothers.
Huh? What? Huh? Huh?
Well, heroic cowpoke, I see you've met my little friends from back east.
Draw!
I think you'll find it hard to draw without your gun.
Now, Gemini Sue, pardon me, it's time for us to be married.
Oh, George!
I'm George!
I can't tell you two fellas apart!
Sheriff, my ring.
Of course. You may have your zirconium back. Let's go find a preacher, Gemini Sue.
You know what they say about romance on the rebound, Sheriff? It's always a mistake.
Don't listen to him, Gemini Sue. We'll be so happy together.
Oh, George!
I'm George! Jumpin' Jehoshaphat! Gemini Sue!
Beauty is only skin deep. Remember that next time you dump me.
Get this hag away from me! You dumped me!
Don't confuse the issue.
You said I was too fat for you.
There you go, being insensitive again. I don't know how I put up with it.
Slap leather!
Don't try to win me back now, it's too late. Second time he's been mounted today. And now, my liberal friends, take these two away for the initiation ceremony.
Remember my name!
Stay tuned next time for the thrill-packed conclusion of The Magic Sword. And now I present to you my Festiva de Shorts.
Our Bill of Rights guarantees to individuals and groups many freedoms. However, when any expression of freedom violates the rights of others, it becomes lawlessness and cannot be tolerated. In order to better understand the principles of control of civil disturbances, let's now find out the different types of civil disturbances and what kind of people take part in them. Many individuals are caught up by emotional contagion. Their own curiosity, a desire to see what's going on, will draw them to a gathering. And then the sheer emotional weight of the group will stimulate them to active participation. For this reason, people must be kept out of the disturbed area. Many people gain personal strength from being a member of a large group, from sheer weight of numbers. But if the large group is divided so that individuals must stand alone, they will resume more normal dimensions and act accordingly. Then there are those who see even a riot as an attractive novelty. At the first sound of an alarm or tinkle of broken glass, they are off, running from boredom, headed for trouble. Like the imitator, or those who hide in crowds, they must be kept away from the troubled areas. Today, even easy living can have its petty annoyances, and every job has its frustrations. Self-restraint is essential, but a repressed emotion can build a need to let off some steam. In this mood, he is gunpowder in search of a match, and an agitated mob could easily ignite him. The two explosive elements must not be allowed to mix. These forces motivate John Doe. They can goad him into actions which, under less inflammatory circumstances, he might never consider.
Brought to you by the Association to take them out of their villages and put them in the boats, then take the boats out to sea, then burn down the villages, then sink the boats. Inc.
No, listen. La 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 la. Nice ladies.
And now back to Stump the Stars, and once again, here's your host, Biff Banshee.
Say hello, Gina.
Hello, tenors. Lavenders.
I'm amazed you can stand up.
Oh, Biff. Oh, such a huge fan of these huge entertainers.
All right, you signed the waiver, Gina, so let's play.
We've given Gina way too much blue flake cocaine. The three tenors must guess what drug she's on and convince her to go to the hospital.
Oh, mamma mia, I would give my soul for a cream pie.
Go inside the first word, eh? Sounds like a magic mushroom.
Swimming in the hollandaise.
With the crystal meth on the side.
In a nice béarnaise sauce,
Just
eh?
want a little creamy pie.
The sweet Jesus or eyeballs are popping out of her skull.
Sounds like a LSD at 25.
I got us with a braised raspberry. Or is she some kind of crazy? Some kind of super freaky?
Good looking chick, eh? Hey.
Like that was
Smack me in the face.
Oh, hey, cutie pie, you know what a smacaplacino. He's a dominante aggressione.
I can't believe you should do that.
It sounds like some kind of super amphetamine.
I want a creamy pie.
With a little blue flake of cocaine on the side.
Jesus, that look a lot like to me, like Latin, huh?
In a half a shell.
Oh, she's a freaking out all over that.
She's the one a scary dame, that for sure.
It sounded like a China brown smack.
Oh, I'm gonna give her a little smile.
She a way too up for the smack.
I'm gonna stick it with a blue flake of cocaine.
No, I don't know. She got goofed up on her like a...
I don't know. Too much time. Like a bad surprise. You don't even like it.
Yeah,
I think she's ready to make a
I'm hungry over here.
I think she goes to the roof of
Give me a little bit of
she gets in the job. I don't know what I'm
She could be taking the head away. She could be taking the head away.
She's smacking it instantly. She's smacking it that away. I mean, they're
What is it?
What are we gonna do about the guys who get some of that?
What am I gonna take?
He's a crazy. I not take her home to mama. She's crazy. I don't just take her home to mama.
Just after I shake it, she's gonna bomb, and I think she better get up on the wall in the room.
No time.
She gotta make a plan.
No time.
Her face is she's turning all the blue to green. And I don't know what the hell I'm doing here.
Stomach's growling.
We gotta do it sometimes. She's on the ground. I think the second is $3. What are we gonna do? Where's that cream of pie? I thought that was coming.
Well, you didn't get it, tenors, but Gina has in fact OD'd on blue flake cocaine, and unfortunately she's about to slip into a coma.